I said, I shall not see the Lord. I said, 28. Isaiah,
Which Bible is that?
It's the King James Bible, right? Yeah? It's King James. 28. It's Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 11. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people.
So the Bible itself is written and being spoken in a particular language. So we understand the Hebrew when we're speaking and saying some things, but not everybody else does. So until they're able to understand it, it's going to be confusing unless we speak in the same language that they would understand. So we would just say it just to let people know what we're speaking about, so that they know what we're speaking about. It's also get 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 2. We just want people to know what we're speaking about when we're saying it. Yeah, that's it. But afterwards, we then let them know that what their real names are. Yeah, we do that.
They can't be German, not German in my name.
Yeah, what's her name?
That's me. I think German name. Mother name is German. My birth name is German. Jane exists sometimes. Right. J.W. the list of hard. That's the name of my daughter, Cashapp. Right. Yeah, Cashapp.
Praise. What does that mean?
What does that mean? Flowers.
Alright. I think I heard of it.
Yeah. You walk Liliana. You hear about the flowers as well. From Colombia. It's like Colombia and that movie. The girl start kill her and put her on flowers on her. It's like there's an energy. You watch that movie before? Yeah, you need to watch it. Colombia. The girl, her father, and then call her, what's her name? Yeah. The name of her flowers. So if the flowers room and certain things, it's actually live up on that class. Remember, enough things are going on, and certain things, it's not yourself. You don't know, you understand, just feeling the Quran, and not do the right thing, but you want to tell people the right thing, fam. You hold back nothing, and know what time it is. I say, Father, you don't know what I do, don't get me wrong. Don't hold back nothing. My pastor, I'm feeling the current, sometimes I'm feeling the current, and I say, I walk around this up. I walk around and see what I'm going, but you don't hold back nothing far right, bigger man thing. You see me? You see me? Yeah.
Let's get this real quick.
I'm going to Egypt one day and lift up some power and 14 of us.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 2. For he that speaketh in an unknown tongue speaketh not unto men, but unto God. For no man understandeth him. Howbeit in the spirit he speaketh mysteries.
So unless we're able to, we need to teach our people the Hebrew and teach our people the correct language that we should be speaking in.
Right.
So that's why we study that Hebrew, so we can understand what these names really are. Right. Because a lot of people, they don't actually know any language beyond English for real. A lot of people just know English, man, and just about. Right? Just about, man. Some people trying to struggle with the English. Right. So even getting onto another language, it's difficult because a lot of our people, we haven't been educated the proper ways. We've gone into these school systems, they don't educate us the right way, they don't motivate us to continue in education. So, we've got to actually teach our people the English, the Hebrew, right? Even like certain Greek and stuff to be able to understand these scriptures. Because you're right, man. In the Hebrew, how we pronounce what we call, or what is written as Jesus, would be Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai, that would be his name. And the name of the Most High wouldn't be Jah, obviously. I know a lot of people, they kind of say Jah, right? But it would be Yahweh, man. Right? Fully. Right? All praise to the Most High, man. That's what we do, man. We just want our people to be righteous. That's what we're out here for. We want our people to be righteous. There's a lot of people that they forsook righteousness for the things of the world. They forsook righteousness for being on the streets and stuff like that. So that's what we're there for, man. That's what we're there for, man. Englishman, if you know English. No, I just assume they know.
About someone like you're talking to someone and a man talking. They're supposed to know English. What the answer is? No, I don't know English. No, I don't. Any person talking, just think what I'm saying. Talking to a man, he's like, oh, I don't know English. So why are you speaking English?
There's some deep words that they don't understand. Deep words they don't understand.
They just know that I don't understand.
Yeah.
First, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have
Brother, I love what you pray.
Likewise,
Flip, brother. No problem, brother.
Give me one, please. Everything up on it, and the Instagram, everything.
Yeah, everything.
All right.
Your local
bro. Yeah, man.
Scan the code there.
And it crime up enough things.
Yeah.
Look, I'm now going to look at reference. You drown on it, man. Yeah?
Yeah, man. So let's go over to
Impressed?
your word, yeah?
Love, you're impressed? Yeah, man.
Take it.
Yeah, man. I'll show blessings, love. Yeah?
Shalom, King.
Shalom, bro.
I'll keep this.
Yeah, man.
Praises.
Yeah, man, no praise. Go and get,
Zealous.
and yeah, man, edify the flock of Israel, man.
That's right.
Jamaica, yes, sister, with the bag, the Louis V, whatever bag that is, man. You got 2 minutes for the Bible. Just staring at yourself in the reflection of the glass, man. Alright, let's get James chapter 1, verse 23.
Cut.
Right? Just look and see, oh yeah, what do I look like today? How do I look? Is my hair right? Is it to the left? Is it to the right? You know, is it curly? Is it swiveled up? Did I come out right? Have I got bogies in my nose? No one cares, man. We're trying to teach the commandments, man. Don't care about the bogies, man. You guys got 2 minutes for the Bible? What country you guys from? What about you? You got 2 minutes for the Bible, sister? Just looking in the corner of your eyes, you're listening. No acknowledgement. Read that.
James chapter 1 and verse 22. And it reads, But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only.
Not hearers only. Don't just hear the word, just looking in the corner. Yes, brother. Your brother, on your right. Bro, you got 2 minutes for the Bible. Oh, right, that's cool. Can I give you one verse real quick? Alright, what's the meeting? Alright, let's read on.
But not hearers only, deceiving your own self.
Alright, sister, are you a doer of the word or just a hearer? Alright, so how do you keep the commandments? You walk in the commandments. What are the commandments? What about eating pork? Let's read on.
Verse 23. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in the
Have you
glass.
got 2 minutes for the Bible, sister? Okay, but do you have 2 minutes for the Bible though? Okay, what does James chapter 1 verse 23 say? What does it say?
Say we're racist.
You know? Yeah, man, but you got a Jamaica flag in your bag. Sister, give us 2 minutes.
James chapter 1 and verse 22, and it reads, But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own self. For if any be a hearer of the word,
It's not on you.
For if any be a hearer of the word, and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth the manner of man he was.
Alright, so someone that hears the word and he just goes back into sin because he's out there with brothers, he's going into the word, open the Bible, then he peel off and he go from there adultery. That's like a man looking at himself in the mirror, seeing that he's dirty, and saying, I'm just gonna go out anyway, rather than actually fixing himself up. And a lot of our people, this glass, what reflects us, what shows what we actually look like, is the word of God itself. And a lot of our people ignore certain words in scriptures, see them and be like, nah, that was then, you know, nah, that doesn't apply to me, nah. turn the page, where's John 3:16? A lot of people do that. And that's why they see certain things that are wrong in themselves, don't fix it, correct it. Because it's like, well, that don't apply to me, that don't apply to me. When all of these things, therefore, are edification.
I completely agree with everything. So my problem with
You have a problem with the Bible?
No, my problem with the Bible its interpretation is it's been used to promote white supremacy. So to quote from the Bible, anyone can quote the Bible and then interpret it in so my problem is brothers and sisters who read the Bible and then go off and go the vice versa. That's why I have a big problem with people's interpretation. So that's just me.
Yeah, I understand. Likewise, I have problems with interpretation. Anyone that's going against the correct doctrine is going to have problems. But there is a correct doctrine that comes from the scriptures. So the issue isn't with the scriptures itself. It's with what people are adding and they're trying to justify it.
To translate. Why would it be King James Version? Why did you take that?
So there were many translations that were made over the past few months, right, in order to translate from the language that is in the book. Because under King James, people spoke English, so it needed to be translated into English. Because they had Latin at the time. Right, so that's why we have to study. So certain things that were left out, King James actually translated, but later on, certain people took certain things that were taken, that were in there out, but we have those things that were taken. So those things that were taken out, still we got them today. They're known as the apocryphal. Right, so in the Bible, we also have the apocryphal. And this is sort of front here. This is the King James version itself from the 1611. So he originally translated from the Hebrew, and a lot of people they had the Latin Vulgate Bible and other Latin versions, and all the English versions which weren't as well translated. So King James he ordered that the Bible should be translated into English so that everybody should be able to have access to it. Right. Because there was a time where before King James, not everybody had easy access to the Bible. So that is what actually endorsed incorrect teachings. Because if only some people can access the Bible, like only the people that are in the church, but not the people that are going to the church, then it's easy to say, well, it says this, it says that. So that's why actually King James did us a good service in order to give us a translation of the Bible, because before it had to be handwritten back in the day. So it was harder for everyone to have it, but because it was able to be printed, like how it's printed here, that was a relatively new thing upon the earth at the time. So that was something that it's like a revelation, man. We're able to have that.
I hear what you say, but I think, again, my humble opinion, I just believe there's a very thin line between the gospel and white supremacy. There's a very thin line, and the Bible walks it.
Yeah, that's what you.
That's fine.
What do you mean by that?
What you said.
What do you mean by what is the line where white supremacy?
Well, I don't read the Bible, so I'm not really got back to the link. I'm understanding that came from Atlantic.
Oh, okay. I understand. So in the scriptures itself, you do have a people of Ham who are once cursed. However, the white people saw that at one particular time and used that against us to justify slavery. However, those people at that time, when Ham was cursed, he wasn't the only black person. There were other black people. But the point is, the people that we come from don't actually come from Ham. They come from
Again, my understanding is that it doesn't say they were cursed, it said they weren't cursed. So
yeah, they weren't cursed to be black. That's my point. Everyone, let's get Genesis. Right? So in the beginning, when Adam was created, created and all the people were created, what color would they have been? You know, they in the images they like to put them as some white man, you know, feminine and stuff like that. But that's not true.
This is Genesis chapter 2 and verse 7. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground.
Right, the dust of the ground is the soil of the ground. Right, so man is formed from the soil of the ground. We like and resemble nature. Right, and nature itself, the soil in its richness and nutrition is going to be dark. The dark soil has nutrients, but light soil is soil like that's been broken down and degraded. It's like sand.
Oh yeah.
So when soil is broken down and degraded, it becomes white sand. Right? The white sand, nothing grows in white sand. It doesn't have any nutrients. If you want nutrients, put dark soil. Right? So dark soil is what man was formed from. And we reflect that. We reflect the dark soil of the ground. Everyone was meant to be dark skinned. Right? Now let's go to Genesis chapter 9. Right? And start at verse 2.
This is Genesis chapter 9 and verse 2. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth. Come. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air. Verse 22. Genesis chapter 9, verse 22, and it reads.
So before that, so again, everyone was dark skinned at this time. So Noah, coming from those people, if anything, why do I actually suggest? Even in terms of white supremacy and stuff, there's always gonna be a kingdom and an empire that's ruling. Right now, we are under white supremacy. Does the Bible justify that? No, what it does is it actually tells you that it's going to happen for a portion of time. So it doesn't justify it in the sense of this is how it should be. This is actually how it shouldn't be. But the Bible, when you go into it, it's how it is. It's actually letting you know that's not how it should be, but it's how it is. And we're trying to get out of that. That's how it is. Because we don't.
Genesis chapter 9 and verse 22. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father.
Right, his father was Noah. He saw the nakedness of his father.
And told his two brethren without. And Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon both their shoulders and went backward unto and covered the nakedness of their father. Wow. And they covered the nakedness. Go ahead. Yeah.
So the three brothers are Ham, Shem, and Japheth.
Right.
So Ham, he's seen the nakedness of Noah.
Right.
And he's gone then and told Shem and Japheth, his two brothers. Obviously they're all family, they're all the same people. Right? But he's gone and seen, so he's three people, the brother Ham.
Right. And their faces were backwards, and they saw not their father's nakedness.
Shem and Japheth, they didn't want to see the father. They wanted to deal with that.
And Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his younger son had done unto him. And he said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren.
Right. So that's the story. That's nothing to do with color. It says his curse was that he's going to be a servant. So like I said, they used that term to justify slavery.
Right.
But they used that. So you had Hamites, right? Let's get Genesis chapter 10.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. That's fine.
I'll give you a leaflet after so you can look into it.
Yeah, great.
Genesis 10 verse 6.
Yeah, 10 verse 6.
So what I would say is, at that time the people were cursed.
Right.
So Canaan was cursed to be a servant. They tried to apply that to us. But we don't come from Ham, nor do we come from Canaan. But because Ham, a lot of it is in the land of Africa, the land of Ham itself, which would be what the ancient terminology would be Kemet, right? That land, like Kush and these types of places, it's also mentioned in the Bible. We went into that land, but we are not those people. We are not the ancient Egyptians. We are not the Somalians and Ethiopians. We are not those people. We have people that are from different tribes in Africa, but we are not those people.
Genesis 10 verse 6, and it reads, and the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and Put, and Canaan.
These are the sons of Ham. Cush, which is, have you heard of Cush? The Ethiopians, right? They claim and let you know that they are Cushitic people. They have Foot, right? The North Africans, and Mizraim, which are your Egyptians, right? Which you may see in like South Sudan, right? The Dinka tribe, and you have Canaan. Right, so you've got people like the Maasai tribe, all of these people. These are Hamitic people, or certain scholars will call them Nilotic people. So those people that come from those tribes, those are Hamites. However, we don't come from those tribes. We're actually separate from those tribes. We're actually a Semitic people. Have you ever heard of Semitism? We are Semitic people. And these are actually the chosen people of God that we come from. But because of our sins, that's why we're under white supremacy. So the Bible is telling people to get out of this white supremacy. We have to start coming back to the heavenly Father and we're all supposed to.
I mean, these have existed before the Watchmen. The Quran, the Bible, the Torah. Do you agree with that if we were living the righteous life, what it means, we know our inspiration.
Answer with this verse, so it's like that's a very, you have to understand the nature of our human nature. Say if we were living a righteous life, it's easy, it's a big if, because for us to live a righteous life without those books, it's very nearly impossible.
I'm not talking about this day and age. I'm talking about
in the future.
In the past. These books are coming as a guidance. They're a guide.
Yeah. So when sin came into the world, we needed sin. Right? We needed to be reminded. We needed to. But without sin, without the law, without breaking the law, you're not going to be in sin. You're not going to be deaf. You're not going to need that. But it's also important to exhort one another. These books don't just tell you what to do and what not to do. They encourage, right? They give support. They show us how to have brotherhood, how to manage our relationships. So they do a lot of things that are actually helpful for us as well. That you don't want to just say it as a book of do's and don'ts. It's more than that. It's spiritual understanding, more wisdom, scientific knowledge. All of these things are listed as well. But I'm gonna read this verse and I'm gonna explain why I want to.
1 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 9. And it reads, knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man.
Right, so you're right. The law, the scriptures, is not made for a righteous man. It's not made for the man that's already perfect, already knows, for example, the law is not made for God himself. It's not made, for him to, he's already righteous. It's not made for Jesus. He's already righteous. It's made for us, right? Because man is all of these things he's going to mention, like,
Right. Knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man, but for the lawless.
For the lawless. Our people are lawless. We live under this law of this world, but we don't even follow that. Even like thou shalt not steal. Our people steal, man. Our people shoplift from Poundland.
Right.
Our people steal from Poundland.
Right.
I go in there, try to steal some clothes from Primark. We're the lawless, right? So we definitely need scriptures, which is the laws that come from the Most High God. Because you're not going to listen to, no one wants to listen to the European laws. They want to, I'm rebelling against that.
Right. Lawless and disobedient.
We're disobedient. We don't follow our parents, we don't follow the school system. We're disobedient people, so we need something that we can actually follow, which is the scripture.
Right. For the ungodly.
We're ungodly. We're into all types of things that are outside of God's fornicating. Ungodly, so we need this.
Right. And for sinners,
we all sin. None of us are perfect. We all end up sinning. We all have thoughts which may entice us to sin.
For unholy,
meaning we're joined onto things and people that we shouldn't be joined onto. Our people are joining onto the other nations, marrying these other nations. That's what we're doing. We're sticking to our own people.
Right.
Which is holy.
And profane.
Our people like to lie, do disgusting things, unspeakable things. And we need this. We need this law because it's so out of order without it.
Right.
So do we
we need the Bible is because the Bible is telling us about our history specifically, about this history and the culture of the Israelites. It's us, right? God's chosen people. This is the scriptures that we need because it's letting us know how we should do, right? Other books like the Quran, that's arrows about how they should do. We need to know about how we should do.
Right.
Tigers, they have their diet, they have their lifestyle. But the lion can't teach a tiger how it should live. Tigers like to be alone, they like to be dead. Lions, they like to be in packs, they like to be dead. So we have to learn about the Israelites. How do we do our thing?
Right.
And that's what these scriptures are about. That's why no one else can relate to it. So we come back to it. That's all. Yeah, I can see that.
You said you had to.
Yeah, we had a leaflet.
There you go.
Okay.
Sorry, just a thought. Your Caribbean background. You know, where's your father from?
The land they call Nigeria.
Okay, brilliant. Igbo, Yoruba, Orobo, yeah. Okay, is that Bantu tribe? Is that Bantu? Yeah.
So on there you got our Instagram and YouTube. So if you scan that code and code there, you see it come up and then you'll be able to have contact it. We've got some videos as well and some scriptures as well you can look into. So you can do some more research. I know you work very well researched, so continue looking into it. There's more in it.
It's always space to learn.
Always. That's
Can I
right.
ask you a question before you go? What's your thought of King James? Was he a white man? You think he was a white man?
From the translation that I've read from the Bible, or not this Bible, yeah.
From the King James Bible, you think that?
I believe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
James was actually black. Black
He was-
people ruled Europe at one point. Yeah, black people were in Europe, all over the world. And it's even today, especially in Eastern Europe, there's images, sculptures that are still there to this day of people that are painted black, or brown. But there obviously are people that are living and ruling all throughout Europe in the medieval times, or the so-called Dark Ages, or the so-called Middle Ages. Our people were living and ruling in those times, especially Scotland, which King James came out of Scotland. Scotland
Because he
being in
was
the land
black.
of black.
Sorry. Because he was black. I mean, I always say all skin folk, kinfolk. So
Right,
because
that's right.
he's black doesn't mean he has a black agenda.
That's true. You're definitely correct. But I was just asking in the aspect of, because you said a white man, so I was just trying to correct that. He's actually a black man, but he's also an Israelite. He was ordained to translate the Bible so that he could have it in this time.
Okay.
You understand?
That's something I'll look into then.
And when you read the Bible, there is no white supremacy in it. The Bible actually condemns the white man. Right through.
It's people's interpretation.
It's people's interpretation. So, and it actually deals with only the children of Israel. From Genesis to Revelation, it's only about the children of Israel.
Right.
That's our people. You understand?
So look into that.
So that's it.
Okay, then we'll be here every Saturday. If you have any other time, we'll be here every Saturday at 3 o'clock Monday. Yeah? Alright, then have a nice evening. Take care. Praise to the Most High. Grab the sheep.
I want me to read.
All praise to the Most High, man. And you never know who our people are, man. Let's get 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 39. Right? And let's get Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8. You never know who our people might think. They might be Caribbean, they might be this. All our people, they got the same spirit. Excuse me, in the chapter, what country you from? Yeah. Who do you see? Who else am I talking? You, yeah, you. What country are you from? All right. I hear that. I heard it. Your brother with the River Island. Right. Brother. Bro with the River Island bag. See that? That's Jesus Cleveland now, man. Your brother with the Sports Direct bag. You got 2 minutes for the Bible King. You got that?
Oh, let me see. Which one did you give him? Sorry? Which one was 20 years? 32. Alright, just we'll take that. We'll give you one.
Alright. You got 2 minutes for the Bible, sister? Why not? What you got more important instead? it. 1 Corinthians 15:39.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15 and verse 39.
Good.
And it reads, but, so like all flesh is not the same flesh. All flesh is not the same flesh.
Right.
Your brother, you've got 2 minutes for the Bible. Come give us 2 minutes, man. All flesh is not the same flesh, right? All flesh is different. You have the Israelite flesh, and you have non-Israelite flesh. Excuse me, sister, in the brown boots. What country you from? Yeah, man, just waves and smiles, man. All flesh is not the same. So we have to give the flesh that are the Israelites things that is meat for their flesh because they're good for their diet. You good, sister? Yeah, sisters, man, come and give us 2 minutes for the word. Just walking around in AirPods, man, listening to folly, man. Right, read on.
All flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another fish of fishes.
Excuse me, you with the chips. What country you from? What country? Not even here over there, man. These mics, man, are annoying as hell. But hey, a lot of our people are out here, man. Are out here for our people to give them the diet, right? What is good for them, man. And the diet that's good for us is the bread, man. Let's get yeah, you get John chapter 6, verse 60. Brother, you got 2 minutes for the Bible. What are you on? What country you from? You'll be an Israelite though. You're an Israelite though. Yeah, so you gotta have some time for the scriptures then, man. This is still a Sabbath day, so you gotta have some time for the scripture then, man. Right, you gotta have a couple minutes when it's a Sabbath day to get built up.
Right, family just dead, and I'm just trying to grab everything and get out of
Here,
here.
let's give you some exhortation in that time. Let's give you some exhortation in that time, man. Let God kind of build you up in that time then, man.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 9, yeah? 32 and verse 9. Right. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 9. And it reads, for the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
So we're coming to show our people their inheritance. Excuse me, you with the long hair. What country are you from? No, it's not a show. It's not some podcast that we're doing out here. Just doing the news or something. Are you interested in God though? I'm asking if you're interested in God. That's all I asked. You can't say you don't need someone to tell you. That's not the way to go about things. Because that creates contention.
Right.
And we're not out here to bring contention. Right, to bring peace. Right. We're trying to bring the tribes of Jacob back together. That's right. Not, oh, I don't need you to tell me anything. I wouldn't say that.
Right.
Even to a little child, I wouldn't say that.
Right.
If a child, little Zion on there, man, you've got something to tell me, man. You've got something to show me. Right? You might be hungry, you might even be able to communicate, but you might have something to tell you. So even a child that's 1 year old can edify you. So how much so me, man? How much so us? How much so the scriptures even? How much that can have something to tell you? Excuse me, sister, you have 2 minutes for the Bible? I'm gonna give us 2 minutes for the scriptures. What country are you from? heard what I said. Exactly. You heard what?
You know what faith is this? Faith. You know what faith? This is the meaning of faith in the Bible. I'm going to show you what it means, yeah? Faith in the Bible is the Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Alright, that's what faith is. So even believing, that concept of believing, you know, and having faith, it's in things that haven't happened yet. Right. Like, for example, do you have goals in the future? Have they happened yet? Huh? But you have, so did you believe that they would happen? Yeah, so certain things, they may not be there right now, but you still believe it's going to happen or believe it's going to occur. So the concept of God itself is not unscientifically proven. It's not unreasonable. It actually does make sense. So there's things that even God, he has expectations of what would happen in the future for us and what would happen. So it's the same thing that things that he said, they actually happen in the future. There's actually prophecies in the scriptures about things that would happen in the future. Have you heard of them? Prophecy. Alright, so I'm going to show you one prophecy. Let's go to Deuteronomy. If anyone's in Deuteronomy 28, we'll say in Exodus though. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. Right, there's things that would happen in the future. God said that they would happen.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
But it shall come to pass, meaning this shall happen, right?
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So God is saying to these Israelites that if they didn't keep the commandments of God, that curses will happen to them. Same way, like if you don't do what your parents say, if you don't do what I tell you, then I'm going to do this to you, I'm going to do that to you. It's the same thing. So God is saying that curses will happen to the Israelites for their sins. You understand? So let's see what one of these curses are. Let's go to verse 54.
Right, this is verse 54, and it reads, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
Saying that the Israelites, their eyes going to be evil towards one another, meaning they're going to have hatred towards one another. They're going to have hatred towards anyone else. They're just going to hate their own people. they're just gonna despise their own people. They're gonna see them, they're gonna look like them, be dressed like them, and they're gonna have a hatred towards them. Who does that sound like to you? You said? Are Palestinians evil to their own people? Are Israelis evil to their own people? Which war? But they're not brothers. They're different people. So what race of people are evil towards their own people? They hate them, exactly. But it's speaking about the Bible, it's speaking about the Israelites. Let's read on.
God. And toward the wife of his bosom.
A lot of people are known for not treating their women properly, and have a bad reputation amongst their women for being bad husbands, bad men, bad examples of being a father. What men have that connotation to them? Right. Again, it's speaking about the Israelites, man. And this was written a long time ago. Go on.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
And the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. So who amongst the world is known for his children having left them? What people is known for leaving their children? Right, man, but these are in the scriptures. So we see it said it shall come to pass that this shall happen. And there's no one that fits these prophecies of these scriptures and the results for the committing of sin but our people. So, we believe in the Most High because there's nothing else that could have made that happen. It wasn't, this world could just go and set it up. Everything that happens on the earth, everything that happens in the world, if it happens, it has to be done with the Most High's authorization. Who do you think actually controls everything that happens in the world? And if you don't, do you believe in God? Think about it now. And what's the reason now? You'd have to find a different reason. You can't use the one you used before, so give me another one. We just read that God said that certain things would happen to the Israelites if they were in sin, if they broke the commandments. So sometimes certain things happen. A lot of people, they have the thought that, if bad things are happening, how can there be a God? And a lot of people turn away from God because they're seeing bad things happening upon the earth. So they say, well, if bad things are happening to me, or if good people are dying and bad things are happening to good people, then how can there be a God? But what about the Son of God? Didn't bad things happen to him? Didn't bad things happen to Jesus Christ himself? So how much so us? And we're not any better than him. So a lot of people question why bad things are happening, but why shouldn't bad things happen? There has to be a balance. Good things, you haven't seen that balance? I mean, what would you define as a... I mean, that's why you want to be around people that can help build up your faith.
Right.
We have sisters that may be able to speak to, that can relate to certain situations that you've been through, that can help in your situation. If you've got people around you that are saying, yeah, forget about God, forsake God, let's get that in Job chapter 2. If you've got people around you that want you to forsake God, that wouldn't be good. You want to have the right type of people around you with the right type of mindset. Because our people, let's say, so-called black people, we're more likely to, turn to God in our distresses. But other people, they like to turn to other stuff. They like to turn to drugs. They like to turn to the lust of this world. Our people, in our distress, we turn to God. So you want to be around your own people because we're more spiritual than any other people. You have a reason? Wait, what did I give you? Job chapter 2, I think it's verse 10.
This is the book of Job, chapter 2, and starts from verse 9. And it reads, Then said his wife unto him, Doest thou still retain thine integrity? curse God and die.
So this is speaking about a man, right? Let's even read verse 8.
Verse 8. And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes.
Right. Do you have boils all over your skin? Are you covered in all types of boils to the point where you can't sit down? Oh, guess what? That happened to Job. Right? You had people that, and let's read Job chapter 1 verse 1. In the Bible describes him as a perfect man. Yet God allowed certain things to happen to him. And he had all of these, he had his own wife, said, look what's happened to you. Why don't you just go and curse God and die? Imagine those type of people around you. When bad things are happening, it's not about why those bad things are happening. It's about those people that are around you when those bad things are happening. You want to have a brother or a sister that's born for adversity. So when you're in those down times, that they can actually lift you back up. Not say, oh yeah, see you're there because, because God, just it's his fault. You don't want to have those type of people around you or that negative mindset. When I have positive people around you, just, get back on your feet, man. Don't look at the things that you do have. Don't worry about the things that you don't have. Job, he couldn't be comfortable to sit down. He had boils all over his skin. Right? It may have been a handsome man, but he had all of that taken away from him. You don't have that right now. You don't have boils all over your skin, man. So go on.
The book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 1. There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared God and eschewed evil.
So he feared God, he was perfect, and any type of evil, he just dashed that away, man. He was so devout for God, right? Yet the Most High allowed certain things to happen to him. Let's go to, I think, verse 9.
Verse number 9. Then Satan answered the Lord and said, doeth Job fear God for naught? Has not thou made an hedge about him?
Satan is actually conspiring in the heavens against us as well. Which, if you're brought up Christian, you're already aware of the concept of Satan, right? Satan actually wants us to go and do the wrong thing, right? He's plotting on us all. See, he said that God made a hedge, meaning a part of protection around Job, and that's what happens. We may have, be like I believe they call it wrapped in cotton wool. The Most High God can make nothing, our lives are naturally, everything's going well for us, nothing's really going wrong, and then maybe one day everything just goes wrong, and then you're thinking, wow, I thought God was with me. But that's Satan, right? Satan can come and try and take certain things away from you and tempt you to go and forget about God. That's what his purpose was. He said, does Job fear God for naught? Let's read on.
Verse 10. Has not thou made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he hath on every side?
Because he was wealthy. He had a lot of things. So Satan is saying to all of us, look at the things that you do have. You got a coat on, you got a bag, you got AirPods, you got glasses, you got braids. Look at the things that you do have. And you still have those things. Satan hasn't taken that away from you. Right? You still have those things. So, I don't have AirPods, man. Right? I don't have a fancy coat and a bag and stuff like that. But, you have those things. But I'm grateful for the Most High for the things that I have. You know?
Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. Verse 11. But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he have, and he will curse thee to thy face.
See that? That's what Satan's saying. If you put your hand, if Satan's saying, if God, you allow me to touch this man's possessions, everything that he has, everything that, and we're going to see the things that he had that he actually went and took. If you touch these things, he's going to curse you and die. Just watch. That's what Satan wants. He wants, when these bad situations happen, that we're just going to leave God, we're going to curse God and die. That's what he's expecting us to do. And if we fall victim to that, then Satan's won. He's got the advantage on us. So we don't want to have that. Go on.
Verse 12. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power, only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord.
So this is the first time around. Job got touched twice by Satan. the first time he wasn't physically touched, but he took the things around him. He didn't touch his body himself. But the second time we read about the boils that he had on his skin, that was the second thing that he got. Let's read on to that.
Verse 13, and there was a day when his sons and daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And there came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing and the asses feeding beside them. And this, verse 18, while he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, thy sons and daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house.
Right, so it's Job's his children were eating and drinking in the house. Go on.
Verse 19, and behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the four corners of the house.
So there became a great wind, like maybe like a hurricane or a tornado or something, and came and smote the house that his children were eating and drinking in. Go on.
And it fell upon the young men, and they are dead.
And it fell upon his children, and they died. So Satan actually went and killed all of Job's children. It destroyed the house, and all of the children died. Right? That was what mattered to Job. That's what he cared about. Does that mean, if there was a God, then this wouldn't have happened? No, God was aware that this happened. And actually, when you go into the ending, the Most High wanted to see how faithful Job was going to be. And Job was actually received more children after that as a blessing for his faith. So certain times God can take certain things away from us because he wants to see if you're going to have faith that he may bless you greater than what you had before. But you don't want to get caught up in that time where certain things were taken away and you're saying, oh yeah, see, God is not with me, now he's looking down, now this Bible, throw that down, no, I don't need that. And you just go off into that, I don't need God. That'll be proud. Certain things happen to us because Satan wants our souls. Satan doesn't want us connected to the Most High God. He doesn't want us praying and believing in God. So every time we fall victim to certain trials, these things are tests that God has used Satan to send out and to see if we're really going to be 10 toes down for him, if we're really going to be steadfast for him.
That's right.
So we don't want to fail those tests. We want to pass those tests. Yeah, I know maybe I lost Job, like Job, he lost his children. And he lost other things. He lost all his wealth as well. He's a very wealthy man, right? He lost his wealth, he lost his children. We don't want to, I lost those things. Curse God and die, forget about God. Now he retained his integrity. That's what made Job special. That's why he's known after thousands of years what makes him so special. Right. He lost his children, he lost his wealth, and he lost, even his wife was against him. He lost all the things that mattered to him, his servants, and even his body, man, his flesh. A lot of people, we still have these things, but still over smaller things may want to say, okay, forget about God, but that's literally what Satan wanted. Right. And now Satan gets the advantage when we allow Satan to put that thing in our mind of taking away our faith. Don't let these situations that happen to us, remove our faith and get far away from the faith that we should be having.
It's the book of Proverbs chapter 24 and verse number 10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small.
So we want to be strong. When things happen, we want to be strong in case anything happens. So, you may not want to disclose it or whatever it is, but whatever you're referring to, just know that that's Satan. He's being used to take certain things away so that we no longer have faith anymore. That doesn't mean that there's no God. There's no bad things shouldn't happen to good people. Bad things happen more so to good people because they want to see who's really good. Because some people are only good or look like they're good because nothing has happened to them yet. Nothing has really challenged them yet. Nothing has put them in a position where they should actually question God. So God puts people in situations to see, are they going to remain faithful or are they going to lose the faith? That's why some people are tested. A lot of things, I'm pretty sure all of us, we've gone through stuff, man. Right. It's not a reason to forget about God, and I understand why people may do that. Right, there was a time I didn't really believe in God. Right, I didn't really have those thoughts because I was thinking, what has he done for me? What has he done for me? But the point is, I never really was grateful for the things that he had done for me. That's the thing. We're looking for like some type of miracles and some type of signs for God, when all we gotta do is look at ourselves, look at the things that we can do. We can breathe. How are we able to breathe? We don't know. We don't form lungs. We can't make lungs. We can't make a heart that can pump around the body. We can't form blood vessels. We don't do these things. But God formed these things so that we can do these things. And every time we do have a breath and are able to enjoy, the things of this life and have, breath and have life and things, that's all of the Most High God's power. That's not in our power. So we have to be grateful for the things that we do have. When He's blessed us, we're able to eat, we're able to drink, we're able to read, we're able to have friends. All of these things, we want to be grateful to the Most High God that we're able to do these things. If we forget to be grateful, then, and let's get first in the research. Let's get 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 17.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 29. Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider the latter end.
Right. A lot of people don't think about the future, they're thinking about now. This is happening to me right now. But great things can happen in the future. That's what happened to Job. Let's get Job chapter 8 verse 7. Great things happen to Job. So don't think, this happened to me, in this time and period. So therefore, God's just utterly there's no way He could exist. Because if God really existed, this would have never happened to me. No, when things happening to you, that actually shows that God does exist. Because that means something's dealing with you. Something's actually putting things in your life for things to happen. You got that? 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 17.
Book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 17. Pray without ceasing. In everything give thanks. In everything give thanks.
Everything give thanks. And that's where we sure. We don't give thanks in everything. When we wake up, say, oh yeah, that's because of I got a good sleeping schedule. That's why I woke up. Yeah, the alarm rang. Right? I put my alarm in, that's why I woke up. Now, you didn't wake up because of your alarm, man. You didn't wake up because, you went to sleep at the right time, or, you took those sleeping pills, or you smoked the sativa last night. That's not why you had a good sleep when you woke up. Oh, you woke up because of the mercies of the Lord allowed you to wake up. Sure. Some people don't wake up, some people do. But we want to give thanks in everything, in every small thing, right? Just being able to breathe air. Sometimes I give thanks just being able to breathe, man. Thank the Lord that the Lord made trees so that we can breathe. Right? Thank the Lord for every single thing that we have and that we can do. Every breath, every step that we take. You're able to have a job. Do you work? Hey, all praises to the Most High, man. Right? So, do you breathe? All praises to the Most High. Right? So, all of these things, there's so many things to be grateful for. There's so many things to be thankful for that it's not in our power. Right? Us being alive, it's not in our power. Right? Because if something was to happen to us right now, like a disease, or like a bomb just dropping right now, that's all up to the Most High, man. That's right. Every life, breath, step we take is all of the Most High. We have to give thanks. Want to finish that? You still there?
Verse 18. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God.
This is the will of God.
In Christ Jesus, concerning you.
This is the will of God, that we give thanks in everything. That's what He wants. That's why what happened to Job happened. Because He wanted to see, is he still going to be a person that gives thanks? When I take away what he has, when I take away his riches, when I take away his children, when I take away his wife from loving him, when I take away his skin and I give it boils, it is still going to give thanks to me? Let's get it on Job chapter 8 verse 7.
The book of Job chapter 8 and verse number 7, and it reads, though thy beginning was small, yet thy latter end should greatly increase.
Let's get Job chapter 42 and verse 7 as well. So Job, his beginning was small, but his end is going to greatly increase. So just remember that. Things may have happened, things may have been taken away, a lot of things have happened to all of us up here. That's why we serve God. That's why we serve the most. Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 3, brother Cashapp. That's why we serve him so much more vehemently, so much more fervently, because things have happened to us. We want to make sure that we're on the right side of God. We want to make sure we're protected by God, so that maybe next time it doesn't happen. Or maybe next time we're more faithful if it does happen. That's what we want to be. Go on.
So book of Job, chapter 42 and verse 7. And it reads, and it was so that after the Lord had spoken these words unto Job, the Lord said to Eliphaz the Temanite, my wrath is kindled against thee, and against thy two friends, for ye have not spoken of me the thing that is right, as my servant Job hath.
Job kept his integrity. Let's go down to verse 10 as well.
Verse 10, and the Lord turned the captivity of Job, and he prayed for his friends. Also the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before.
Gave Job twice as much as he had before. So the things that may be taken away from him. So you may have, so some people, they've lost like close friends. Some people, they have lost family members. Some people, they have lost children. Some people, they've lost parents. Some people, they've, bad things have happened to them. However, the Lord, if we have faith and we believe that the Most High will give us twice as much as we had before. So we may have had happiness, and then the Most High took that happiness away from us, through Satan. Satan took that away. The Lord wants to see if we're going to be faithful, because the Most High can make us twice as happy as we were before that happiness was taken away. So anything that we have, even emotions, joy can be taken away. We could be, that's why some people, they become depressed and stuff like that. If you're in depression, then that happiness has been taken away. The Most High can make you twice as happy as you was before that happiness was taken away. You got that, King?
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 3. And he humbled thee, and suffered thee to hunger.
So God says he humbled us and suffered, meaning he allowed us to hunger. So he can allow us to go through pain, right? Why? It's to humble us. Because if things don't happen to us, we can actually get proud and think, you know what, this is of me. No one can touch me. People start thinking they're Superman. Thinking they're superhero. I'm invincible. No one can touch me. Yeah, I'm gonna go fight these man. Nothing's gonna happen to me. Now I'm gonna do this. Now I'm gonna go rob Primark. Nothing's gonna happen to me. Now I'm gonna take my man's gold. Nothing's gonna happen to me. That's what people think. And a lot of people, they think that, and that's why they're gonna end up getting judged. That's why the bad things are gonna end up happening when you get proud and you get too comfortable in sin. But every time we do something, and things happen to us, the Most High is trying to and let us know that we are not above Him. We only can have the power that we have. What makes us powerful is our humility. The more humble we are, the more the Most High gives us. The more proud we are and think we got it all, we know it all, the Most High is not going to give knowledge to a man who thinks he knows it all. Because if you think you know it all, even in school, then you're not going to ask questions. You're not going to try and find out more. You're not going to stay after lesson. Right? You're not going. If you think you know it all and you're not listening, you're going to be the one with attention. You're going to be the one that is turning up late. You're going to have a bad name. You don't want to be a person, I think I know it all, I got it all already. You want to, I don't know it all. I need to be greater. If you have the desire to be greater, you will always be greater. But if you think you're already great, then the only way is down. Right? That's the only way for you, because you don't even believe in a up. You don't believe in higher. You really think, hey, I am a god, I am a goddess. There's nothing above me. There's no one above me. But if you know that there's something above you, now you know you can get something to get closer to. That's why we're trying to get closer to the Most High. Right? How? By keeping His word. Let's read on.
And he humbled thee, and suffered thee to hunger, and fed thee with manna, which thou knowest not.
He says He fed us with manna, which is food that we would never seen before and known before. This is when, in our past, in our history. So there's certain things that we could be fed with that we're not familiar with. So likewise, you may be used to, I can only speak ambiguously, I don't know your situation. There may be certain things that you knew, that you were comfortable with, but now that's taken away from you. You don't have those things anymore, but you have something that the Most High has allowed you to still be here. You have to think, what is it that's allowing you to wake up every day, you know, and keep going. Whatever that is, the Most High gave you that. Certain people, they don't have that. They don't have that within them. They have that willpower to get up and, you know, you being out here, what are you doing out here? You had stuff to do. There's something that was put in your mind that said, you know what, you got stuff to do. Certain people, they say, nah man, they might have stuff to do, but they might just, I kind of call it like self-sabotage. I got stuff to do, I ain't gonna do it. I'm just gonna let all the things I have to do just pile up because I don't care about life anymore. I'm just gonna let all these things just pile up and just whatever happens to me happens. If I perish, I perish. Some people, they have that mindset. You know what? I'm just gonna smoke until I die. I'm just gonna, you know, go out. I'm never coming home again. I'm just gonna be out all night. You know, whatever man chats to me, I'm gonna let him chat to me. If he opens the car door, I'm gonna go in there. I don't care. Whatever happens, happens. If he opens me a drink, I'm gonna drink it. I don't care anymore. Some people do that. They genuinely do that. But you wouldn't do that. Some things in your mind that and only God can put that in your mind, because it's a very scary place to be. That, you know, the Most High takes that out of your mind and just leads you down into lordship lane. The next thing you know, you're kidnapped. Right? That happens. Right? But you still have that within your mind. I mean, God gave you that. I mean, He's fed you with something that you didn't know or see. That willpower to do the right thing and continue to wake up every day, have things to do, you know, work and all of these things. That's the Most High gave you that. You didn't do that. You didn't put that in there, because if that was taken away from you, how are you going to put that back? Some people, they just go down the wrong road and never get back up again. Let's get Proverbs 24 verse 16. Read on.
Neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know, that man do not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord do man live.
So the Most High can take certain things away because He wants us to know and humble us that don't rely and trust in that. I'm going to take that away from you because you're too comfortable with that. A lot of people, even in the context of food, a lot of people are comfortable with food. What if there was no food? What if, where do you get your food from? And what if the supermarket's just closed? What would you do? You may starve, but guess what? God, He will feed you. If you had faith, He will feed you. There's ways where you can get food outside of the supermarket. He would allow you to be fed. Right? There's certain foods out here that you can't eat. Right? Even Elijah, he was fed by ravens, man. Birds would even come and drop him food, man. Right? You see certain birds, they kind of carry food in their mouth, and that's how they give it to their children. And they can do that for you, man. So don't think that, you know, these things that we have externally, you know, heating, one day your heating could just go. Now you have no hot water. What are you gonna do? Right? You had no light, no electricity. You couldn't send messages on your internet that you can't see. If you didn't have these things, what would you do? So we can take certain things away because we're too comfortable with them, or before we even get too comfortable with them, so we don't even get that attachment. Because He doesn't want you to get too comfortable with them, man. Right? You might take away, you might think, oh yeah, this guy, he's kind of nice. And next thing you know, he starts doing some weird stuff, you know, and he, you know, just freaks off, man. And you think, oh, I thought that was a guy for me. But, yeah, he's not, no, he's doing something else. Or God took that person away from you so that you didn't get too attached to him. So that when he did freak off later in life, that it didn't affect you too much. So God can take certain things away from you before it even gets to that time. So that's why He humbles us, right? To let us know that man, let's read that last bit.
That man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord do man live.
So God wants us to know that don't live by these things that are external, that we think, you know, that we get used to and comfortable with, or we're meant to live by every word of the mouth of God. That's what we're meant to live by. That's what we should rely on. So that's what should keep us going. Don't, oh yeah, what keeps me going is, you know, work. No, we don't live by bread alone. It's not, we don't just live just to eat, you know, and that's it. No, we live for a family, you know, we want our nation and our people to be built up. We want people from Barbados, all of the Caribbean, all of the countries of our people, so-called black people, to be all united and be back together. And that's what the scriptures are all about. They teach our people to be back together, not harming one another, not selling drugs to one another, not killing one another, not stealing and committing adultery, but being righteous towards one another. That's what God wants for us. When we're not in that state, we're easily impacted and affected by all of these other nations that are around us. Alright, let's get Jeremiah chapter 22. More praises. So I would like to leave you with that that understanding and edification. You know, remember what God is about and the desires of Satan. Satan wants us to not have faith, and he chooses particular situations in our life, and he gets them, latches onto them. Let's get 1 Peter 5 verse 8. He finds these situations, and then when he gets these situations, it's like, yes, aha, I got you. I'm going to use this situation to take you away from God. I'm going to give you like 2 more verses, right? Jeremiah 22, verse
20. Book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Adversary, the devil, is like a roaring lion. Have you ever seen a lion on any program? You seen how lions operate? How do they operate? Exactly. What did they choose as their prey? Do you know? Yeah. Exactly. So they're looking for us when they're in our weak situation. That's what the devil is like. He wants to see us in our weakness. That's when he'll come and pounce. Just like the lion looks for the weak one or the small one, that's how Satan is. He's looking for when you're in your weakness, when you're a little bit isolated, when you're in a bad moment. That's when Satan is there. He's like, yes, I'm hungry, I can get this one. So remember to be strong. Remember to have faith. That's what will keep you strong. Have a good strength around you. If a lion sees one little zebra just running around, and he starts licking his chops, man. But if he sees a whole herd, he ain't going to that. It's Jeremiah 22, I think I'm on verse 20. Verse 25.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 22 and verse number 25, sorry. And it reads, and I will give thee into the hand of them that seek thy life, and into the hand of them whose face thou fearest, even into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and into the hand of the Chaldeans.
Right, so look what has happened to our people. Slavery. We've been given into the hand of our enemy. A lot of bad things have happened to us. I mean, a lot of bad things have happened. Yeah, a lot of bad things have happened to us. But how much so our forefathers? How much so our foremothers on those slave plantations? Right? And go and look into those tortures that were used on those slave plantations. Right? Very inhumane. Right? They used to doo-doo in our mouths and mask it up and make us choke on it. Right? They used to do all types of things just to punish us for things that, you know, we were innocent for those things. But a lot of bad things have happened to our forefathers that, you know, we don't really consider because we're not living that life right now. We're relatively comfortable. We don't walk down the road and if you get bad, you know, if you go to your workplace and you're late, you know, now they're pooing in your mouth. They don't do that. Right? They might give you a warning. But back then, that's what they would have done. Right? They may have, you know, done. Well, you know what they would have done, right? If you didn't do the right things. We're not living that type of life. Right? We're relatively comfortable, but guess what? You know, the things that do happen to us. Think about your forefathers, what happened to them, and the things that we do have right now. God can send certain things against us, but remain faithful and remain strong. That's what you need to remember. Remain faithful and remain strong and trust in the Lord. All these times you don't want to be in that weakness of that little zebra, that little buffalo just roaring astray. Nah, man, come amongst the herd. Right? We have brothers, sisters up here, man, and they'll be willing to help you whatever you need. Right? If it's more comfortable for you to speak to, you know, sisters about what you're going through, And that's what the sisters are for, man. Right? It's not gonna be invading up in your business, man. You do that. But that's why you wanna be strong around other people. Don't isolate yourself, it's only me going through it, no one knows my story. You know my name, you don't know my story. So everyone used to like to say, don't say that, man. Right? So remember to remain strong. Do you have any questions? Okay, go on.
The book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
So real quick. So a lot of things have happened to us, even with knowing the Lord and knowing who we are. A lot of things happen, man, daily, man. Weekly, all the time things happen. It's up to us to remain faithful. We can't just throw in a towel, throw the Bible away, boot it, booting it down the road, say, nah, man, to hell with this. We can't do that. This is what we actually here for. We're soldiers, right? We're here to fight against Satan. Satan's trying to fight us and trying to tell us, don't be faithful. Just forget God, just be in the world. Pick up them spliffs, man. Roll them, bun them, right? Get them women. Do that, right? Go to them things. And Satan's trying to make us do that. We gotta fight, right? We're soldiers in this thing. We're people people of war. No one's more resilient than our people, right? For example, the hundreds of years of slavery we've been through, no one else can go through that. No one else can go through these type of things. So no one else is as strong as us. What has made us strong? We're meant to fight. So remember that, man. Be strong, remain faithful. And another one.
Set thy heart aright, and continually endure, and make not haste in time of trouble.
Just remember to endure.
Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
That's what it's all about. You want to be increased in the last end. Always endure, be strong. Don't think, forget about God and all of that. Remember who you are. You're actually a chosen people of God. We're actually the Israelites, right? If you didn't know, you'd be an Israelite. We are the chosen people of God. You see that, we're the strongest people. Again, like I said, we've gone through all of these type of things and we're still here today. We're still battling strong. We're still able to have jobs. No one else will be able to do that. They'd be jumping off bridges and saying, nah, man, we're still here. God put that in our minds. Only our people can have that type of strength in our minds to be able to do that. Right? We're the strongest. We're the best at everything, really and truly. Right? We're the fastest. Right? We set all the trends. We're the best dancers. Right? We cook the best. Right? We all naturally think we're the best. It's like you came over here. You said, yeah, I'm from the best country in the world. See? See that? See that? Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. But naturally, we're all the same people, though. We all came from the same place. We're all on the same ships. We all got the same slave master. We all got the same treatment. We're all the same people. We have to come back together and unite. No island versus island beef. My island's better than your island, right? Yeah. We're all the same. We all look the same. We all act the same. We all cook the best. We all dress the best. We're all the smartest. We all dance the best, sing the best. We're the best at everything. We're the most hygienic. We're the cleanest. We smell the best. We're the best at everything. We've got the best hair. We've got the best everything. We are the chosen people of God. Look at the things we do have. And remember the things we do have. Be grateful. Thank the Lord for the things you do have. And that's what you should do, man. That should be your homework. Think about the things you have. Meditate on them. Write them down. And be thankful for them. Alright? So on there we have our Instagram and our YouTube. And our QR code, you can scan that and it'll come up if you want to have more information. We'll be here next week at 3 p.m. Most High willing, on the same day. And there's some scriptures in there that can most High willing help you and remember the things that we were going into as well. Alright. Do you have any questions? What's her name? Hannah. Zachariah. No praise to Most High. Most High willing, we'll see you again. We'll hear from you. Alright. If you want to reach out to us and contact us, you want to get involved with the sisters, then you can do that. You might have some things you want to share with them. Hey man. That's a sisterhood thing. Alright, all praise to the Most High. So meditate on those things, please. You saying you good?
only just started finding out about this, or looking into it. So I love it. And spread the word, bro. People are listening just for.
Yeah, man.
Why not stop? Because they might be busy. Trust me, they hear it, bro.
Crazy.
And you're just reinforcing things that people are picking up in their mind. You know what I mean? So I might be more advanced, but we're all getting it, man. We're all getting it, man. You know what I mean?
When did you hear about it? That's good though.
It's been a few years now.
That's good.
But I'm still learning. I'm still
Yeah,
learning.
man. That's good.
A lot, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
watching stuff, giving stuff. You know what I mean? So
That's good.
I'm all for this stuff.
What are you learning at the moment? What are you learning at the moment? Where you at?
Certain people, certain types of people are us.
Yeah.
And not all black people are us.
Yeah.
So I think that really surprised me.
Yeah. Who's going into
And
that?
that I realised that they put colour into it because it wasn't about colour.
Yeah.
I tried to see
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And then throw the colour thing into it, and it just totally us.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because not everybody we see like us is us. And there's a certain type of people that is actually us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. That news.
Bro,
Hold on.
I've never read the Bible. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was like me before.
I've tried to. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was like
I've
me
tried to
before.
read it over the years. I'm a fan of the Bible, you know. It's not
Yeah,
like
lying around and stuff.
But
Yeah.
I tried to read them, bro. And I've never got past Genesis.
Me too, man. That's exactly that was me, man.
And
That
then I
was me.
start again because of
Yeah, that was me. That was me.
Start again.
Yeah, man.
But I really want to try and start. As I'm picking this up, I realise
Maybe my uncle or
there's
something.
a lot of things in the Bible that we need to understand. And, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna show you one
As
first.
a young man, you know what I mean? And it's good that he's actually young, I'm actually way later. But fundamentally, they're on it now. Because I'm on it, I'm showing them. You know
That's
what I mean?
good, man. That's
So
what it's
they're
all
getting it
about.
way earlier than I did.
Yeah. And that's a blessing. We were speaking about it earlier, how much of a blessing it is to have parents that can show you.
Yeah, okay.
You know, as opposed to us, we don't really have that. But when we don't have that, the Most High intercedes though. So it's like the Most High always makes a balance. So it's kind of beautiful how it always works out. So what you were speaking about, I'm gonna go into that. This as a refreshing since that's where you're at right now.
The book of Genesis chapter 10 and verse number 6. And the sons of Ham, Cush and Mizraim and Put and Canaan.
So these are the sons of Ham, the Hamites. So as you're familiar with the Hamites, we are not Hamites. But you have certain people and tribes and groups that come out from the Hamites. These four significant ones will be Put, Canaan, Mizraim, and what did I mention already? Cush. Cush, Put, Mizraim, and Canaan. These four nations that came out of Ham. So out of the Hamites, or the Kemetic people, you have these four people. So the Cushites, they're like the Ethiopians today. They're native Ethiopians. So they'll be like Amharic or Oromo, these types of tribes. These are Cushitic type of people, which is not our people. Right? So, you kind of see them.
There's lots of forking and splitting of them.
Yeah. So even though they're dark skinned, they're not actually our people. We have people in like North Africa who, some of them came from the Arabs when they in the conquest and the Crusades, when they came down in there. Some people that came from the French, the Italian came in there. So you got a lot of in North Africa, a lot of.
I've just learned about the Edomites.
Yeah.
With the eagle too. You know what I mean? Bro, I'm wearing and I'm realising that's the same eagle. Bro, never know spending all this money on this shit and realising it's like a double of eagle, this eagle, that eagle. I haven't seen the eagle in church, bro. You know, like when I go to a funeral and they stand up at where the Bible sits on. It's a big eagle. So I'm realising. You know what I mean? So, bro, I'm trying to gather it.
That's good, man.
Listen, I'll log into your things, I'll hook in.
Yeah, man,
Send
you
my
got.
people into it. There's enough of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Crazy, man. Yeah,
I have a big gym now, I do martial arts, I teach
Is
you
it?
know what I mean?
Yeah, we're on
and
that.
all the brothers, like, are picking it up. And
We're on that.
hundreds. Eh? Bro, I'm flying out, you know. I'm going away, going to some depths, you know what I mean? So I want to back. Eh? Yeah.
Take it. You got a leaflet already? Yeah. So just reach out, man, and then we'll give you the details of where we link up and hold class.
Deep stuff, bro. It's very deep, you know what I mean? Very deep.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Pressure points and energy points and it's deep, man. It's not just punching. You know what I mean?
I hear it. Let us know where it's at, so what's up with it? Okay.
By New River. No, New River. Sports Center. New River Sports Center.
No, I'm not from the end like that.
Oh, okay. Alright then, yeah. No problem. Okay, yeah, do that please, bro. Alright? Which side? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Black Dragon.
I like that.
I thought you said, what's my name?
Yeah. Kind of chop the ball back.
No, this is what I'm going to study in a minute.
Okay.
Pressure points. Bro, one touch. About being striker. Right? This is how this can work. Right? So it's really stuff. They're not banging each other. You make a nosebleed, I can make your mouth bleed, but you stand up there and fight. And I stand up there and fight to one wins. Bro, with this touch in the house, it's finished. There's no fight. You know what I mean? But listen, love you guys. The more people, the better. I love brothers. I love brothers in God. But respect still, yeah? But I'm going to be away for 6 weeks still. So, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So when we see that day when you come back, where are you going?
Huh?
Where you going?
I'm going to Jamaica.
Crazy.
Yeah, family thing.
Yeah.
So, I'm just like I said, running around, so I'm rushed it. Grabbing up everything to try and get out.
When you flying out?
Hey? Tuesday. Yeah. Alright? Huh? That's where my mother lives, but it's granny and them thing there, you know what I mean? So she was old. Yeah. Yeah? Oh, yeah. That's good. That's where I'm going to come from, really. 10 times ago, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, listen, I love it, bro. Keep it up. Respect to all of it. Yeah? Keep going to it.
So this thing is about, man. The word, we need to keep increasing and increasing. There's no, you need to stop. We should stop laboring. No, man. There's people that are still ready to come into the truth. They haven't come into the truth yet. There's people that are new, right? They don't have anyone to be, that they can relate to, right? So we have to keep edifying. We have to keep pushing the word. You can't get lazy. You can't get slothful. Excuse me, you guys, you got 10 minutes for the Bible. I just want to show you about you being royalty according to the scriptures. What's your faith? Well, what is it then if it's so great?
Right.
Let's get 1 Peter 3:15. What faith is that that's so great? I don't want to dispute it. Well, why not, man? I mean, if it's the Israelite faith, then yeah, maybe I would. Right? So it might be that. But if you're really an Israelite, I don't think you'd be talking to me like that.
Right.
Yes, sister, you got 2 minutes for the Bible. With the head wrap. You're looking over there, you got 2 minutes for the Bible. Yeah. What country are you from? Why not? Why did you do all of that dramatic stuff? That's weird. You need to repent. That's weird. I made a whole scene about it. You thought, oh yeah, what can I do to look cool? Yeah, let me walk, think about it. Oh, I found something. Let me stop. Repeat the question and just walk off like a coon. Yeah, sister. Yo, brothers. You got 2 minutes for the Bible. Is that a girl? Come and give us 2 minutes for the Bible, man. Wow, man.
I tell him to come 2 minutes.
What? I don't need to tell him to do anything. He's all man, isn't he? What are you talking about? What are you talking
I just want
about?
to know more about the Bible.
You're a Christian. So you want to know more about the Bible. So why don't you go to church to learn more about the Bible? What country are you from? Okay, so you can't be asked to go to church. So do you really want to know more about the Bible? So why don't you go to church? Because you can't be asked.
There's none of my friends going. I feel like, no, there's no.
Or you just want to be with your friends, with your boys?
No, like, it's why for that? It's relatives, you don't follow me. Why for that? I want you to go with me to church. Where did you come?
See? What did he say? Your mum goes to church, man.
Right, your mum, man. Your mum goes.
You're not trying to be there with your mum, man.
Right, man.
You're there with your mumsy, man. Go to church with your mum, man.
I like it.
Just waiting for your friends to go.
For them, man.
Yeah. You're waiting for your friends to go, man. Be old man, look after your mother, man. Go with your mom, man, to church. Yeah. Yeah, sister. Sister walking slow in a furry jacket. You got 2 minutes for the Bible? Yeah, you got 2 minutes for the Bible real quick. Oh, where you on? What country you from? You need to come back to your culture. Like, culture is not these long eyelashes, man, and whatever's going on, man.